Before any European contact, the land we now call Canada was inhabited by various indigenous groups with distinct cultures and lifestyles. These groups included the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. They developed unique ways of hunting, gathering, trading, and governing, adapting to the diverse environments across the country. European exploration and colonization. In the late 15th century, European explorers like Cabot and Jacques Cartier began to explore the North American coast. Cartier established a connection with the St. Lawrence River region, leading to French interests in the area. The French set up trading posts and missions, while the British established colonies along the Atlantic coastline. 7 Years' War and British control. The rivalry between France and Britain in the 18th century culminated in the 7 Years' War, often called the French and Indian War in North America. The British emerged victorious and gained control over New France through the Treaty of Paris in 1763. This marked the end of French colonial rule in Canada. Confederation and nationhood. The mid-19th century saw discussions among British North American colonies about forming a union for better defense and economic cooperation. In 1867, the British North America Act united the provinces of Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia into the Dominion of Canada. This established Canada as a self-governing entity under the British Crown. Western expansion and railroad. With the Dominion of Canada established, there was an increased interest in expanding westward. The construction of the Canadian Pacific Railway, completed in 1885, was a monumental achievement connecting the eastern provinces with British Columbia on the Pacific coast. This facilitated transportation, trade, and the movement of people across the country. World Wars and identity. During World War I and World War II, Canada played significant roles as part of the Allied forces. The country's contributions on the battlefield and in war industries helped shape its identity as a nation committed to international peacekeeping and cooperation. Social changes and multiculturalism. In the mid-20th century, Canada underwent significant social changes. The Quiet Revolution in Quebec sought to modernize and secularize the province, while the country as a whole embraced multicultural policies to welcome immigrants from around the world. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, enacted in 1982, solidified individual rights and liberties. Modern Canada. Canada's modern landscape is characterized by its multicultural population and emphasis on diversity. Indigenous rights and reconciliation have become crucial topics, as the country works to address historical injustices. Canada is active in international affairs, championing environmental initiatives and participating in global peacekeeping efforts. Geographic and cultural diversity. Canada's geography is incredibly diverse, featuring iconic natural landmarks such as the Rocky Mountains, the Great Lakes, and the Northern Tundra. Its cultural diversity is evident in its cities, where various ethnic communities thrive, contributing to a rich tapestry of languages, traditions, and cuisines. Key values and government. Canada's values include democracy, inclusivity, and social welfare. Its political system combines a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary democracy. The federal government oversees national matters, while provinces manage local affairs. Challenges and opportunities. While Canada is celebrated for its achievements, it also faces challenges. Reconciliation with Indigenous peoples, managing natural resources sustainably, and addressing climate change are ongoing priorities. The nation is positioned to continue making positive contributions to global discussions and collaborations.